I'm Andy Temme. Join me in an exploration to find out whether air is matter or not. We know it's what we breathe, it makes up the atmosphere, but it's invisible, we cannot see it. So how do we know it's there? What good is it? What is it used for? And how much fun can we have with air?
A scientist needs to make decisions based on collection and analysis of real data and facts. To prove that air is matter, we can do an experiment. Remember that matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Does air fit this definition? If we find the mass or weight of an empty balloon, write it down somewhere. And then we fill the balloon with air. If air has mass, we will see that the balance will display a larger mass. That is, the mass of both the air and the balloon. To find the mass of the air, we take the mass of the balloon and subtract from the mass of both. We find that the mass of the air in this balloon was 1.12 grams.
For me to show you that air takes up space, it's pretty easy. All I have to do is take this beaker and put a paper towel into it. When I put the beaker upside down into the water with the paper towel, you notice the paper towel is also underwater. However, when I remove it, we notice that the paper towel is still dry. This shows us that both the air and the water take up space. Air that was taking up space inside the beaker didn't allow the water to get in, because two pieces of matter can't be in the same place at the same time. Air is matter. Because air is matter, it pushes on things. The air I put into this balloon pushes out in all directions from the inside out. Exterior air pressure also pushes on the outside of the balloon. So if I let go, all of the air gets pushed out of the balloon. Air's pretty cool. Air can be compressed, like when you put air into your bicycle tire with a bicycle pump. You pump and squeeze the air into a smaller area. The more you push, the more air you put into the tire, and that increases what we call the air pressure. Air pressure is simply the push of air. We can also expand air if we take away air pressure. Now that I have a balloon in the vacuum chamber, watch what happens when I turn the pump on. The pump is sucking out all of the air around the balloon. As a result, air pressure that once held the balloon is being taken away. Watch what happens when I put the atmosphere back into the chamber. All I have to do is turn this knob, and the balloon shrinks back to its normal size, because now the atmosphere is pushing back on the balloon. Air pressure can really show its power. One demonstration that I could show you is by heating up a Coke can that's filled with water. I've got a little bit of water in the bottom of this can. What I'm going to do is heat it and fill the can with water vapor. If I rapidly cool the water vapor, it turns back into liquid water, which takes up much less space than water vapor. As a result,
From the outside, the atmosphere crushes the can. When a suction cup has air all around it, we don't notice the push power of air. But when we push the cup down, there is no longer any air under it to push up. It's air pressure that holds the suction cup to things. If we put air back under the cup, it no longer sticks. Air pressure is strong.
suction cups have all kinds of uses, like this toy lizard. How much fun can we have with air?
This toy plane works on compressed air. When the air inside the plane is released, It turns the propeller which pulls the plane through the air. Planes work because of Bernoulli's principle of lift. That is, when air moves over a plane's wing, a lower pressure area forms on top, thus holding the plane up in the air. This works for birds, too. Air is all around us and used for so many things. This segment has only explained a fraction of the possibilities of air. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you have learned a little more about the stuff we call air.